Let me, okay, perfect.
Okay, so hi, I'm Debbie, y'all. And I was on vacation, and I have been doing the plan like stellar. And when we were on vacation, there was a couple of little temptations for some sweets that I haven't had, and it was coffee ice cream, just letting you know, Kona coffee ice cream. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna have some. And so I had, a couple of days of eating, I would say not on the plan. Um, and so when I got back, I did the drops the whole time I was away, but when I got back, I noticed I had only gained like 2 pounds. And I was like, wow, I think I ate worse than that. So I got back on the system. I cut out everything I was supposed to cut out. And within 2 days, I was back down to my weight before. So I just got to say these drops really work. And just give yourself grace when you do make a mistake, because it was worth it. But anyway, I just wanted to share that. And yeah, so stick with it, be consistent. Consistency is key.
I love that. And I don't know if she's on here. Yeah, Barb's on here. I know that Barb, when we went to Bali, we all went on a company page. Barb came back and I think she was up like 3 or 4 pounds, maybe 2 pounds. But anyway, what
4 or 5 pounds, Susan.
okay, and what did you do? Because you like got back 8 pounds off or something in 2 days.
did. Not only did I release the 5 pounds, but I released the 3 extra pounds. Well, it broke a plateau. So I don't know what that could be all related to because I'm not the expert, but give yourself grace when you're going to Bali, right? Give yourself grace. I did. I indulged, but not overindulged, just moderately, and added the things that haven't added in the year because it's Bali, right? But not a lot of alcohol, although I did have champagne toast, that sort of thing. But I released all the 4 or 5 pounds that I gained. But a lot of it was like I had cankles from flying. So my calves and ankles were one, let me tell you. And that came off in no time at all. And the thing that I did notice is that I got a head cold the last day. I had been traveling for a whole month, nonstop. And the end of it was in Bali. So for all that traveling, now I used to, even just maybe 6 months ago, and even in February of this year, I got back from Destin and I was down for a week because I caught something, right? But it only took me out for 2 days. So something's happening, something's shifting in my health.
I love it. Thanks
I
so
think,
much. Thanks so much. Go ahead. Who was going to speak?
sorry about that. That was Amber May here. Um, so no, I wanted to speak to that a little bit too, because, I've got friends who all think that I'm just doing, I don't even know what they think I'm doing, but I showed up because I haven't hung out with them that often lately. I showed up yesterday to our 4th of July party, and when I went in there, I wasn't worried about what I was gonna eat. Like, I felt good. It was a good day. I wasn't gonna go in there and be like, oh, I can't have that. Oh, I can't. Like, I don't want to live that way, right? That's not how I'm gonna live. So when I came in, of course, I brought a snack that was decent that I could definitely munch on, that was not going to be what everyone else had there. But I just ate what I wanted to, you guys, so that they didn't look at me and go, oh, she can't do this or she can't do that. Because once in a while, it's going to be a situation where we have to go into that. But we're just going to live and breathe the product all the other days, right? Like, it's okay for us once in a while, you guys, to let it out. But we do not want to do it all the time. We do not want to say we don't eat off the like if we go somewhere and there's a pizza there, that's the only thing offered that night, I'm not going to starve myself and not have a slice of pizza. Like, it's just not going to happen. But I'm not going to go home and order a full pizza and eat the whole thing either. You know what I mean? So we do have to give ourselves a little bit of grace, but definitely be a product of the product and be paying attention. Like, that same day in the morning, I got a message from one of the people that were there too, because I showed what I was doing at the gym, like my workout, and they're like, what are you doing? And I'm all, what do you mean, what am I doing? Everyone else is here doing it too. And they're just like, well, you're making us lazy people look bad. No, you're making yourself feel bad because I'm just doing it. You know what I mean? So I just want to encourage you guys not to, just be a product of the product. And I'm on maintenance mode, so it's 80 to 90% of the time. And then, once in a while, it's going to be okay, you guys. But we want to make sure people know that you can still live, and that we don't have to walk on eggshells when we go somewhere. My goal right now, and I was going to say this on one of our last trainings, is that I have a guy that I work with that does clean eating for me. He is already meal prepping for people, but I saw he kept putting rice in a lot with all of his high protein meals. And I mean, people that work out, that's a lot of people will use rice for their carbohydrate. But I asked him to start subbing for cauliflower rice, and he started doing that for me. And what I noticed is that now, this last week, he has integrated, because I've taught him why the cauliflower rice. He has integrated the cauliflower rice into what he's eating as well. And what he did on his story was he actually explained to people why the cauliflower rice over regular rice. So, what I'm doing now is not only educating, of course, our people that we're trying to get around here so that I can have people order from him if they want low glycemic or whatever. But what I'm doing is going around and paying attention to what restaurants, what little side hustle companies, where you can get snacks, all the things, and making a little how-to guide. So like a little map in my area of clean eating places. I know restaurants that have that don't cook with seed oils. I'm putting those on the list for them, and that use mostly whole foods. Yes, it's a little bit of work on my end to try to figure out these places, but that's all right. I'm getting out in the community. I'm telling them what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and then making a food snack list, like from Costco, for people to be able just to refer to. Okay, what does she say that you can have from Costco, or what does she say you can have from Aldi? Just a like how to at your fingertips, really easy guide for people to use is kind of what I've been working on here lately.
I'd like to share something too. For those days that you want to be bad, try to exercise right after. Even if you can jump for 1 minute or go for a walk for 10 minutes, that will lower your blood sugar so you don't have a blood sugar spike, because we know that's what creates inflammation and so many things. So that's a little bit of a hack. And if you don't have histamine issues, and if you can do the vinegar. What is the vinegar? The apple cider vinegar with the madder. That's another thing that is going to lower your blood sugar if you don't have sugar stops, whatever. If you're in another country, you can find something like that. So that will be another tip, 2 hacks to help your body with the bad food.
I love that. I have a rebounder right here in my living room and a vibration plate. I need to just go get on those things. Eat, go get on it. Eat, go get on it. Amber, thanks to Leah. Happy Mexico traveling for what, the next month, girl? Did you bring some drops with you?
I don't, because I need to sell the drops. They
The
sell
Mexico drops. Yeah,
the
I
Mexico
gotcha.
drops.
Okay, awesome. Amber May, I'm going to go back to you just for a second because I'm traveling out to California for a Super Saturday that Amber May has. So I want to talk to Amber about that event if you want to kind of promo it right here. And I also want to talk to your team a little bit about getting people to that event. And then next we have Letty Madrid. I don't know if Letty's on here or not, but we've got a pretty big team growing in Minnesota area. So from what I hear, you girls are trying to get us to come out there, girls and guys, to Minnesota on the weekend of the 20th, I think. And we love to travel whenever people can fill up a room. So it looks like it's the 20th and 21st that weekend. So if you guys and Letty's team want to start getting together about how many people you really think you can get in a room. We definitely can't come for 5 people because this is a lot of expense on our part. But let me tell you what this invite looks like. So people say every day are my 2 cents about inviting. Amber to ask Melissa, is Melissa Straka on here? Brenda, are you in Minnesota? Who's the Minnesota girls in here that can unmute and say the city?
I'm here.
Who is it? Hey girl, what's the
Oh.
cities that Letty's talking about coming to?
Zimmerman and probably Hutchinson.
And then
So
Elk,
Oh, no, not Zimmerman, Elk River, Elk River.
Elk River. Okay. Is that by the Twin Cities? Yeah,
It is.
oh,
Yeah, they're both.
perfect. So Stacy, I
Yep.
see. Okay, great. So Stacy, yeah, I think let's get together and start kind of promoing for this event. But one thing we do for the events is don't ask people like, do you want to come and learn how to start a business? Nobody thinks they want to start a business. Like, hey, oh my goodness, hey, what are you doing next Sunday at 2 p.m.? Oh, nothing. Perfect. I've got something I want to hear. I want you to hear. Bring a bag of ice. I'll see you there. I'm going to shoot you the address. Like, get excited. Susan Frank says she runs around her house before she starts calling people. Get excited. Say, hey, I found something that's balanced my hormones. I feel great and I've lost 10 pounds. Like, are you stuck with weight loss? I mean, especially if you see their pictures and, you can tell, right? We're all in perimenopause, menopausal, the dad bod age, like a lot of us. Get excited and get butts in the seat for these events. But when we can build in person, like I've basically built this business on Zoom and Facebook, but when we can build in person, it just really connects everybody and then it really gets your brand partners going. Amber, is there anything that you want to say as far as this event coming up?
I know that my people all know that they need to be bringing someone with them, at least, if not more than one people per person, but we are definitely getting the word out. It's going to be a good event, I believe. We're centrally located. We're 3 hours from Bay Area, 3 hours from LA area, 3 hours from the Central Valley, literally like 2 to 3 hours, I guess, from all those places, depending on how deep you are. But we are centrally located. We're starting at 11. It's going to be an amazing event. I'm super excited about it. I'm just, I don't know. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more logistic wise, like what I should serve and whatnot, but we'll do that a little bit later,
That sounds good. And you guys, if somebody has a car, fill up the car.
Yes, I've got people coming from the Central
Don't
Valley
bring one person, right? Your odds, like this is a numbers game. Put 2 or 3 or 4 people in. If you're in Minnesota, make it a event for the seat. So Todd Rowland's flying out to California. I'm flying out to California. So if you're anywhere in that area, try to bring them in. And Donna, do you want to unmute real quick and tell them your health testimony? And I know Karen McNutt's got a health testimony, and then we'll roll into the social media.
Yeah, yes, I will. Back in September, I started the drops, did them for 3 months. My cholesterol, when I checked it in November, was down from 230 to 185. And my GP still felt like I needed the statin, and I was disappointed, but I did stay on it. I have since lost a total of 28 pounds, went back to him in June, and my cholesterol was down to 113. And went to my cardiologist. I do just a well check every 3 years. I went to him last week and he basically said, why are you taking statin? You don't need it. And he took me off the statin. So that was huge. I had achiness in my arms. I just didn't feel that great on it. And so I am ecstatic about that. And he was too. The cardiologist thinks I'm doing great, asked me how I did it. And I said, I just changed to a low glycemic diet. I went on the Slender Eyes drops, which is a all natural supplement drop. And he said, no pills, no shots. I said, no. And he congratulated me. He said, one of the few people that have been successful. So I thought that was great for the company and the product and for me.
Amazing. Congratulations
Thank
to
you.
That's amazing. And if you guys have ever noticed, especially if you go, well, my in-laws said this, and if you go to a restaurant or if you go anywhere, and around lunch, especially people that are senior citizens and start getting, into their 70s and 80s, how everybody starts just kind of shuffling their feet. Or if you go to a nursing home and they're all shuffling their feet after lunch, it really is the statins. Harold's grinning at me. Harold, hey, Harold. And Harold's like, I'm a young 70. I'm not talking about you, Harold. But you know what I mean? You really do see this. Hey there. How's it going?
Good.
So yeah,
Am I
that's
the
what we
only
see.
guy
And
in this deal? I'm like,
you're
where's the
definitely
man?
not the only guy. that's what we got to bring it. David's here. My husband's here in the background. We got to bring these men. I know the men. I've got a couple that just joined. I don't know if they're on here, if Dawn and Robbie's on here, but Robbie is actually, he's the guy that runs the farm that I moved to, you guys. And
Hey,
yesterday
Susan,
he
you
was
keep breaking up, sweetie.
following up
Your
with his
Wi-Fi is
customers. He got
lagging.
drops and 10 customers.
I love that jacket.
hands. He followed up with them yesterday, and his reorder percentage was 100%.
Hey, Susan, your
Oh, that's weird.
Wi-Fi is lagging. Can you
Okay.
turn off your video?
Susan Frank. Oh, Karen McNutt, do you want to share? And let me see if I can.
Okay.
Absolutely. Did that?
For more than 10 years, my cholesterol has never been under 260. It is now under 180. I've been on the drops and the program since December. I've been a diabetic for more than 7 years. I was told 3 weeks ago when I saw my PCP that I could quit taking my diabetic meds. Woohoo! So this stuff works, guys. Thank you.
You guys, I want to say something too about everyone who's coming on giving their testimonies. We love it. Please continue to do it. But realize as you're listening to these that now you can say, my friend or this person that I know. Literally, you guys just heard a testimony, 2 of them, 2 great testimonies, and you can turn around and now utilize those as you're out and about. Don't forget that. Yes, we're in training right now. Yes, we're listening to what's going on, but everybody's always like, oh, well, I don't know that person. I don't want to post the picture, or I don't know. Guess what? You just heard the testimony from someone literally right here in your face. So now you do know someone. So just remember, as we're doing this, there's reasons, you guys.
I wanted to also mention the cardiologist. One of the main reasons he was happy about it was he said that statin affects our brain health and has been linked to dementia. So I thought that was huge coming from a cardiologist.
That is huge, Donna. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that extra piece. Actually, I had no idea about that.
Awesome. Susan Frank, do you want to unmute and talk about the posting, how important posting is, all of the gotchas and how-tos around posting?
Absolutely. Happy Saturday, everybody, and hope you all had a great 4th. And, I know Amber May was talking about when she goes to a party. When I go to a party, I like to make a statement. So I always take my healthy snacks, and it's amazing how much conversation that can open to people and them say, oh, well, you can still eat. You just eat something a little different. Well, and I've gotten a lot of brand partners and customers that way by not letting other people that make bad choices influence me, but me showing them, hey, we can actually eat and still have a great time. And it's brought up a lot of conversation and helped grow my business. And I've even made black bean cupcakes and Healthy You Healthy Food. There's a great recipe for those people that are on maintenance. And I won an award. I didn't tell them it was black bean cupcakes. I just said cupcakes. And I won a silver spoon for the best breakfast. So then they were healthy. I was pretty excited about that. But as far as Facebook growing, okay, always, always, always post at 9 and 3. So that's a big thing. People get slack on that.
No,
If they're
thank
not
you.
getting customers, is keep on posting. So if you're not getting customers, keep posting. But make sure that as you have your customers that you're checking in on them. So study the first 30 days of posts because that works the best. Like I probably ran it 4 times since I started posting, a year and a half ago. And it's amazing. That one's the most effective. So anybody out there that's really good at I know Amber May did us a second 30-day post. Thank you so much, Amber May. But if anybody wants to do another set of 30 days, like study that first set. And it is strategically planned. Like it hits weight loss, diabetes, hormone balance, got drops, running out of drops. And then it has sprinkled in testimonies. So as you check on your customers, like, and they have a good result, we heard great testimonies today. Like, type those out, screenshot it, and then share the testimonies because it shows that customers are getting success. So going back and studying that first 30 days and not just throwing random pictures. If somebody's brand new, make sure they know, hey, this 30-day post says day one, 9 a.m., day one, 3 p.m. post for a reason. It's a true marketing campaign. Follow it in order. Don't go pick out what you like the best and use the text scripts. Make sure you don't. Sometimes people will say on the IPA call, I know I heard it this week, like, hey, I just tweaked it to make it my own. Do not tweak the posts. Do not tweak the text scripts because unless you're in another market and you're selling a whole different product. But when you start tweaking, your team starts tweaking, and we have a simple duplicatable system that works 100% of the time. And all of a sudden you start making it non-duplicatable and not effective. So don't edit the scripts, don't edit the posts. And if you're running the post for a second time, it says I'm starting my journey. Like you can put I'm on my journey. That's the only thing. So that's a tip there. And make sure that you share your post at 9 and 3 to the Telegram group. And when you share it to the Telegram group, that group is, hey, I want to get love. I'm going to give love. So that's commenting on 5 people above you, 5 to 6 above you's post with 6 words. 6 word is key because that gets into the Facebook algorithm. And that's why we do at 9 and 3. Facebook really likes that. They want us to be social. So once you comment on 5 to 6 people above you post, go back to yours and comment back to the people that commented because you want 12 comments in 12 minutes. That is the key. If you do more than 6 words, that's absolutely incredible. 6 is just the minimum. So if you're not getting the traction that you want on Facebook, then 10 minutes before you post, if you have time, if you have a job, totally get it. You can schedule your post to go off at 9 and 3. So all you have to do is boost, which boost does not hit boost on Facebook. We call boosting is sharing it to our Telegram group, whether it be Team Unstoppable. I also do the Facebook boosting group. I do too. So I'll share it to one and then I'll go comment on 5 above me and then I'll go copy my Facebook link and share it to the second one. If I'm in a hurry, I'll just share it to both at one time. So if you share it a little bit later, you'll get different people commenting. So that's why I do that to get more comments. But is there anything you want to add to that, Susan?
Yeah, I think one of the most important things that I do in training that when I see people do it, it's really successful, and when I don't, there's a gap. Everybody set your alarms for 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. and 3:10 p.m. and 9:10 a.m. and 3:10. Why? So that you remember to go back and comment back. The whole Facebook algorithm game is seeing that you have 12 comments in 12 minutes. So make sure you go back and reply to those comments. That's what I'm seeing. People are skipping that step.
Perfect. That's definitely a big deal. If you want to do something a little bit extra, 10 people before you post that you feel like would be great on the product, that's mentioned, hey, they want to lose weight, that you feel like would be a great business partner, go comment on their posts before you post at 9. So start at 8:50, go comment on 10 people's posts. And guess what? When you comment on their post, then Facebook is going to push your post out to them. So that's just a little tip. If you want to do something a little bit extra, you can also go just make it a point to start like make you a list of who you want in your business or who you feel would be great or who you want as a customer or who you really want to improve their life and their health, and make a point to comment on theirs, because that'll keep your post in front of their face as well with attraction marketing.
Great, Susan. And can you share your screen and kind of show them how you go in to find more friends, and then once you find more friends, how you comment back on those friends of your friends' pages so that you'll get in their feed? Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying.
Can y'all hear me or no?
We can hear you perfect.
Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen and show you guys what I'm talking about to grow, because you want to get some new people seeing your stuff. So, for example, wishing everybody happy birthday is great. So I would go in here and say birthdays. This is one thing you can do. And you could say, oh, it is Kinley's birthday. So you could do happy birthday to Kinley. And then what some people do is they go over here and they write her a message. Some people even do a voice message here. That's an idea that you can do, and go through your birthday list and wish people happy birthday. So you see how many birthdays there is here that you could do. And people are really grateful for that. And then another thing that I do is I would be looking here at my friends list. So if you go right here to your about info, I think it's here where I can see my friends. So yeah, I feel like they change Facebook a lot. Let's see. Can I see it here, my friends? Here we go. So we've got a bunch of different friends here. So we could see all my friends, and you could find the friends that like resonate with health, or, it's a lot of mine's partner co people right now. So say this right here, this girl right here, Jennifer. And I would look at Jennifer's page. And then I think if I click about, I could see Jennifer's. I know that Jennifer's in health and wellness and that we're friends. So here I would go in here, and some of these people have all of their friends where you can see it. She doesn't, but we're going to just say Anna Bennett, for example. You could you could go here and look at Anna's, if anybody else wants to speak up, and suggestion. See right here, this Kathy Keen. We have 61 mutual friends. So I could look at Kathy's Facebook page. Look how many, she's got almost 5,000 friends. So I would add her. And then I could even go and look at some of her page in honor of my sister Kim's legacy, this incredible local cancer fighters are pledging 10%. Okay, okay. What an incredible ministry. What an incredible. I'm just giving you an idea here. And people are like, well, what do I say? Well, go say whatever you want to. What a beautiful picture. Love the family, if they have it where you can make their comments. So that's one thing you could do every day is add 10 new friends. Go start posting on that person's wall to add to get your algorithms going. Does anybody have anything to add as far as what they do around that? I'm sure a lot of you guys have a lot of ideas of what you do to grow your Facebook following.
Another thing I do, if I friend somebody, I'll go learn about them on their page, because I'm just not going to friend somebody to friend them, but I'll say, hey, we went to school together. Or just like that girl Susan just had, I'll go send them a private message and said, hey, I see that donating to cancer. I love that about you. I sent you a friend request. Would love to be friends. Tell me more about yourself. Like, I always end it with a question so I can get people talking, because if you care about people, and I don't always just jump into business. Some people I'll get to know first and then see if they're a fit. Because basically I feel like I'm interviewing people because at the end of the day, we get to pick our business partners, and we don't want a team of a bunch of negativity. So you want positive people that have purpose, that are going somewhere. And people can shift their mind, because I mean, it's a learned thing. And some people will say, hey, how are you positive? Well, you just decide to be. How do you keep going? Because why are you doing this? Like, you're not going to quit on your kids. You're not going to quit on your family. And quite honestly, if you have one person that's joined you in this business, how could you quit on somebody that loved you, trusted you, and joined you in business, and then you're going to quit on them? Like, that was never ever a thought once I had one person on my team. Like, oh, I'm keeping on going. They're going to be happy that they join me, and we're going to figure this out. Like, there's average people making extraordinary money. We can do it too. And I just kept stepping, and the team kept growing. So you definitely have to get your mindset. And in Team Unstoppable, I put my favorite speech on there, and it's the just do it speech. And because everybody can have excuses on why it can't work for them today, why they can't post at 9 and 3, why I mean, my husband wasn't supportive. Like, I've had a lot of things go on in life, but just keep stepping, and I've kept my auto ship going. So that's the key, is what I feel like is every day I do something to grow my mind, whether it's reading 10 pages in a book, listen to a podcast, jumping on a YouTube, but I always trying to self-develop. And I learn from people that are newer in the business. I learn from everybody. So I never feel like, oh, well, I'm that big of a deal. No, I want to learn so I can help my team better, so I can make people's life better, make people's finances better, help people's health be better. And if you'll get that in your head that, hey, we're on this earth to help each other, and we're going to make people the best they can be. And with Partner Co, we have an avenue to really go make a difference in the world in health and finances. And if you have all the money in the world and you don't have health, I've seen it. People will spend all their money trying to get their health back. So we have a win of getting people healthy and helping people gain money financially. And Rome wasn't built in a day. This business doesn't build in a day. But what if you keep stepping and keep going for your goal? And if you don't know why you're doing this, like, and if your why doesn't bring you to tears, then you got to find a stronger why. Like, you want to have something that you will never, ever, ever quit on. And that's the key to success in this business. And some people will think, oh, well, there's an easier route, like the grass is greener. No, it's never greener. Stick and stay and earn your pay. And that builds your credibility, and that builds your business. And people see, oh, well, even when you keep posting, well, she's doing this, she's still posting about this, like, there must be something to it. And being a walking billboard of the product and learning the other products. Like, I don't go a morning without Pure Nourishing Power Boost. Like, I have it here at the beach with me. And that's another thing. Like, you can be on vacation, but you can still do this business. I did multiple Zooms on the way to the business. I did Zooms yesterday on the 4th. Did it take away anything? No, it contributed to somebody's life. It's helping make their life better. And we always have our phone. So don't be like, oh, I'm on vacation, I'm just going to kick back. You can do this from anywhere. And why not take a little bit of time to go make a difference in the world? Still do your posting. Like, there's always a way. And if you're determined, then you'll always find a way. And we're definitely here to support you. Like, we're here the day after the 4th to make it happen.
Susan, I have a question for you, because you said something that I have thought. You know, you can choose your brand partners, you can choose the people you want in your business. So when do you know this person? What are the signs this person is going to grow and become better, and maybe she just needs, or he just needs, a little bit of time, instead of this is too much, this person is too negative? Have you find any, like, keys that you can share on that?
Absolutely.
want
People are that show up are different. Like they don't call you complaining and negative. When people start being negative, I start texting them. Like I can't even talk because some people I've talked to on the phone, and my goodness, I gotta roll down my window and throw their negativity out my window because I'm like, I gotta wipe that mess off. Like I can't even deal. And they're not gonna pull away my energy. Like we all have 24 hours in a day, and people have to shift to a positive world and a positive mindset. So I'll text them, and if I see them making the effort with text, then I'll keep on working. But some people, I mean, the sad thing is the world is like crabs in a bucket. Just like Amber May said that, hey, she's not going to be different at a party. I mean, if I had crabs in this cup and one was trying to get out to get to the beach of all the sand and all the land, all the other crabs are going to try to pull them back down inside this cup and limit them and make their life not great, but keep them inside this cup. People are the exact same way. They want to pull you back down like, oh no, I mean, it's sad. Like, you can't go be better than me. Let me pull you down. Oh, that isn't going to work. You're not going to, you're going to gain your, I mean, people are crazy of pulling people back. And I'm like, oh, no, you better watch out because the beach is out here and we are free in this. Like, there is no glass ceiling. Nobody's put a price tag and said, you're only worth this. We can make as much money as we want to here. We just got to learn the skill and get good at helping people. So, I mean, if people are on your team and they're negative, like let people know, hey, I don't do negative, and I surely don't do drama. I mean, I've had some big people on my team through the years that they brought drama, and I'm like, hey, I mean, Kim Bailey was on a call and he cracks me up because I said, if you do drama, I'm not your girl. And I'm not, because drama slows down production and drama slows down business. We're a trade, man. We're going, we're not slowing down. So if you feel like you need to throw people's negativity out the window, then text them and say, hey, I want to help you, but help them shift. And if they don't shift, then go on, and the cream will always rise to the top. So make sure you're going to My Money Volume. You're seeing where your volume's coming from the week, because there's some diamonds that'll come in that you can connect with. And if you connect with them, they can really rise. So really try to keep an eye on what's happening in your business. And because there's some people with some credibility coming in, if they're throwing out boxes really quick when they first start, then those people got the credibility, and some people don't post right away. So letting people know this is so important. Let people know you have 4 Fridays to get to top pay. Like, that's 1,500 PV. Here's your goal. And I'll even calculate it. Like, you've ordered this much volume. This is how much you need to get to top pay, because we got to teach people their goals to step up. And the last thing we want is people working for half pay. Like, we don't want people making $225 when they could be making $450. So, and once people are ultimate, like, put your next bulk order under a new personal sponsor person in their first 4 Fridays till they hit ultimate. Those are big tips that'll get people paid more and scale their paychecks. And that's what we always want, is people working the least and making the most. And if you don't know what I was just talking about, let us know, because we want you to know that tip, because it's a big deal.
And I have another question. It's a little bit different from this, but I'm a little bit confused. I have heard from Ken and Todd. Puñiz, ¿le puedes bajar un poquito, profesor? I have heard from them that they have said, Ken had said to me to open a third leg. I have one optimized, the other is not. But he said, if you have leaders that are working on that leg, I think it's a good idea to open a third. And then Todd said something about it's better for your payment. I'm still learning all the things about the payment plan. So what would be your advice?
So everybody wants to build down 2 lines Because if you optimize two lines at 13,334, you get a $450 override. You don't want to miss that override. Like, that's a big deal to get that override. Now, if you have a leader that all of a sudden in a week is going to get 13,334, absolutely go to another one. But I try to get lines to around 10,000 and know that they can build to 13,334. But I'll throw people in there just to get it to optimize, because that's an extra $450 that you get on top of the 2,000. So just in basis 2,000 plus the 450 override, you don't want to miss that override. So you don't want to go too fast because you'll miss that bonus, and that's a big deal. So hopefully that helps you out. So
Yes.
usually I have people do
Thank you.
another line, or if you have a leader that can hit 13,335 in a week, then absolutely, then go to the next one. But they got to stabilize that. Like, that's got to be hitting every week. And our weeks run Saturday to Friday. So watch that volume. And if you're anywhere close to 13,334 on your pay line, like, it's worth hustling to get it to that, because that's an extra $450.
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
I don't know if y'all have been over this. I didn't. I just popped on just a few minutes ago. Can you tell and re-encourage people, and this is something very simple, but I see you doing it and people, above you, or you're number one, but people below you, Ken Bailey, Brent Palmer, everybody. Can you tell me how important it is to post at 9 and 3 every single day, even if you have to schedule it? Even if you're not on 9 and 3, you can do it at 9:30, 9:15, do it another time of day. It's hard to just encourage people to do that and see just the importance of that. How do you know you've got a product and your store is open and you're selling something if you are not posting? And after you post, and you go back, and if you are boosting it, or even if you're not boosting it yet, if you're not even to that point yet, the importance of going back and appreciating another person's post, or going back and just doing the courtesy of going back and commenting.
Absolutely. That's what we started out with, Regina. So you are right on our page.
I'm sorry I missed it.
No, that's fine. Our brains are right on track. So we went over definitely what Regina said, the importance of 9 and 3. We do have people on different time zones, with Central Time Zone, Pacific, Mountain. So if 9 and 3, then the most people that we have, the most people is Eastern Time Zone, but we do have people on other time zones too. So I always tell them, hey, make sure it's on the hour, but scheduling, absolutely. Does everybody here know how to schedule posts? If you don't, then you can put a 2 in the comment and we can show that. But that's a big deal too.
And also,
thank you, Regina.
Also go back and look at your post, because that's the whole purpose of posting. You might find someone in there that has said, what are the drops? Tell me more about the drops. So if you just post and then go on about your day and don't go back and recheck it, you might miss a buyer, somebody that might possibly be a brand partner. And one other thing, other than posting, trying to get people to Ultimate. Do you think that if someone doesn't sign up with a 30 box, just say they sign up with a 4 box or 10 box, they haven't got to Ultimate? And I know when you place an order, you can place it under that brand partner to help them. Do you think it's helpful for the person to try to get to Ultimate themselves, or for another brand partner to get them to Ultimate? Because if someone else is getting them all the way to Ultimate, what is their incentive to post?
Yeah, it just depends on the situation. You always want to put your bulk order underneath a new personal sponsor, but I always try to get them to get to Ultimate themselves. And if I can't, or if I know, like, hey, they really need help, like, I'll help them out. But I'll tell people, like, hey, I need you to post at 9 and 3. Like, I need an order. I'll put it underneath you, but I got to know you're committed to what you're doing for me to assist you in getting the top pay. So just having a conversation with them and letting them know the expectation there.
Thank you.
Okay, so some people don't know how to schedule posts, so I'm going to share my screen.
First things first, they need to be in professional mode, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to show. So if you go to Facebook and it says what's on your mind to the left, if you click on your picture, like at the circle, then it'll go to your homepage. Just a little tidbit there. And then you go, somebody told me where I can get, I think it was Fairy, I could get a cursor. But I can't remember how to do it. I'll just tell you. So yours might, sometimes it says edit where mine says advertise because I'm already in professional mode, but those three dots in gray, if y'all see those three dots, you click on that and then you look through this menu screen and see where it says turn off professional mode. Yours will say turn on professional mode if you're not in it. So turn on professional mode. Make sure all your stuff settings are public because we own a business now and we want to offer our product to the public. So turn on professional mode, make sure everything's public there and save that. And then once the professional mode, it takes 24 to 48 hours to click over. But once you're in professional mode, then you can go to what's on your mind. Type in your post. Let's just say, actually, I'll just go to my magic globe at the bottom left and I'll go to social post. If I was on day one, I just click the text. And then copy the picture and paste it. Oh, if it copied my, yep. Okay, and then you can scroll down to make sure the picture's there. But if I was on day one, I would click in the top right, it says next. And then it says scheduling options. This does not show to you in professional mode till that activates, but you schedule and schedule for later. And then I could schedule it for today at 3:00 p.m. And then you click save. And then you click the top left, the arrow back, and then you click post. So it is not post until you click post. And if you forget what you scheduled, then you can go to manage post on your main screen and it'll show you. Like already, I always schedule the post. So today at 3:00, I have my post scheduled. If you want to know what it is, then you can click on it and it'll show you. And I also have tomorrow at 9. So as I see things, I'll schedule it out. And another thing with Facebook is make sure you're putting, and I'm Susan Kessler Frank on Facebook. Feel free, if you ever want to follow somebody, you can click the three dots. And isn't that how you follow somebody? I guess because it's myself, it's not working. But you can follow people. Feel free to follow me and to get ideas. You can take my post any way that this page can help you. Like it's here, copy paste it, you can have it. And do put things that are like your family. Like here's my family picture yesterday with a happy 4. So make sure that you put your life too, so you're not just a marketing page, but you actually have a life. I know Barb's really good at putting her family pictures on there. So for the people that didn't know how to schedule, if you still have a question, let us know and we can walk you through it through FaceTime share. And Boards has been having a system-wide issue the past few days and they're working on it. So if it's not working, then you can go out and go back in, because I've done that a couple of times in the last day. Do you continue boosting each other on Sunday? Yes, I do it every 7 days a week, every single day. Okay, Billy Hagee, do you want to speak up? I know Billy is incredible. She is going to hit president this past week. President, that's huge. So Billy, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations, girl. Do you want to speak up? I know you put something in the comments and I appreciate your input and just respect you as an upcoming leader here.
Susan, you always call on me when I look totally terrible, and I'm in my camper right now without my hair combed.
Hey, does it count that I curled my hair while people were talking at the beginning? Like I
Well,
told my
you,
husband, can you bring this to the kitchen table?
you,
And I
you,
still have my pajama shirt, so it's all good.
I was just saying how I always, even though it's 9 and 3, I have a lot of team members just on different time zone, and I tell them post on the Eastern time zone if you can, because there's always that much more activity going on. So that was kind of my main comment, but I just ditto everything that you say. The other thing that I was just with the volume, with giving the volume, I will generally ask people, I'll say once you've made some posts and whatnot, I'll match your order. Or like if somebody comes in, I've done it where people have come in with an 8 pack and I'll say, I'll help you with 8 more boxes for us up here. So other people I've helped with, you know, if I need a place to put some orders, I'll put them under people, you know, but at the end of the day, they don't get anything from that if they don't sell boxes. So yes, they get to be ultimate, but it doesn't matter if someone's ultimate and they're sitting there idle if they're not posting. So just to answer, I think it was Regina had asked that question. Maybe it was Regina. Anyway, so that's kind of what I do. I'll say, and listen, after you've got 7 days of posting, if I have some orders I can post under you or put under you, I will most certainly help you. Let's get you rolling with some posts and I'll help you get to that ultimate. It's a good way to, you know, match effort.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just everything that Susan says is what I try to tell. We just love what you guys teach. So we ditto it.
Love it and congratulations. You are rocking and rolling. So proud of you. And Regina, thanks for speaking up. It's such an important step that sometimes people miss. And I teach people to boost posts like day one because you want to teach them to give love and get love and that this is give or take. So I screen share and get people doing that right away. I think it was Matt. Thank you. If you go to the App Store, Boards has an update. So if you do the update, it's fixing the glitch that they have going on right now. So thanks for that, Matt. Okay. One thing that I want to I've got Facebook number. Okay, to get Facebook responses, you have to share to Telegram. So make sure that you're sharing to Telegram. Okay, people that come in, I don't agree with people coming in and not ordering product. Like they gotta have inventory to be able to make money here. Like that's a big deal. And just so you know, if you get 3 10 packs or if you get a 30 pack, if people get a 30 pack, they save $450 for the same amount of product for 30 boxes. So that's the benefit here in the US is getting a 30 pack and people can make $2,700 profit. So that's a big deal. And thank you to Susan Smith. The business presentation and boards has been updated. So you can actually see that when you move a 30 pack, you make $5,010. And what your profit is $2,700 once you pay yourself back. So thank her for updating that for us. It definitely takes different people with different skills. And we're so glad to have an amazing team of people that are doing this together. So is there anything else anybody else wants to add before we wrap this up for the day?
I would like to add that there's going to be a Virginia Beach drop talk July 18th, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And I put the flyer in the chat. And it's on researchdrops.com as well.
And the presentation, thank you, Barb. We're excited about that. And thank you so much for sharing that. The presentation is in Team Unstoppable 1.0. That's what I'll always update.
And I think lastly, you guys, there's a
I'm sorry, what'd you
comment.
say?
He said Team Unstoppable 1.0. It's under business presentation. Right when you go into 1.0, I think it's the third thing down on the left is the business presentation. And I think also you guys will have some comments sometimes like, well, I'm posting, but there's crickets.
You're going to take water bottles off the list?
What are you doing outside of just posting twice a day? Like get on there and do some videos. Get on there and put them in your stories. Get on there and do some live videos. Like do more than just the static before and afters. You could go on Chat GPT and say, what's some ideas for posting to grow my algorithms? Yeah, Regina says lives. Lives really help with the algorithms. Seeing your pictures with the drops really helps a lot. And just get on there and share authentically a little bit more. Like people are watching you, but they want to see like, what is it really doing for you? How is it impacting others in your life? And then Susan Frake, I think what we could do, and Billy and Barb, all of you leaders, I think if we go over this next couple weeks in Team Unstoppable, let's all share how we do follow-ups with customers and how we do the customer conversions from when somebody says, yay, I've lost 5 pounds, I'm feeling good. There's a next step to that, you guys, instead of just, hey, congratulations, way to go. So we want to kind of coach you guys through that a lot more. Does that sound good to everybody? If you've got a good way you're converting, Stacy is an expert in conversion. Perfect, Stace. We love your help for you to get on Team Unstoppable, do a couple videos or, just, kind of go through what it is that you do.
Yeah, I'm going to interject. I'm the big one that's saying zero sales. I've become like this absolute perfect Facebook poster. I've been authentic, extra everything, and nobody is DMing. Will get in touch with me. I'm in Utah, and when I do all the other stuff, trying so hard not to do a sales pitch, people just don't want to pay the money. They don't want to buy the boxes. They don't want to. They just don't want to.
Okay, I have something to say.
Yeah.
Your mindset, girl, nobody's gonna want to buy from somebody that talks like that. Here's me coming in. Everybody wants these drops. Everybody wants to lose weight. Everybody wants to balance hormone. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Everybody wants this. Hear how you talk, my friend. So you shift your talking. Everybody wants it. Tell me, put your name in the comments. I'm going to stalk your Facebook page and I can help you. And
Okay.
that's the beautiful thing about Facebook is when somebody says, hey, we can see exactly what they're doing and how to help. So put your name in the Facebook. We'll help you and change that talk, girl. Positive, positive, positive. Okay, this right here, I'm at the beach and Burn. If you don't have Burn, this Burn the Fat drink right here, it's on loyalty. So after you have like a subscription for a month, you get loyalty coupons and you can get extra discount on the product. I'll order this in 24. You get a better deal, but it's $81 for 24 on loyalty. It doesn't count as subscription volume, but it is a easy grab and go meal. It has 20 grams of protein. So this is my beach drink. My mom told me to quit taking pictures of it because it looks like I'm drinking on the beach, but I am drinking. It's just a healthy drink. So I think that's pretty funny that she said that, but it's Burn the Fat drink. And most people don't get protein in like they need to, so it does have 20 grams. It's my favorite thing. I also drink one of those every day, and during the school year, I grab it and go to carpool at 2:15. So I'm very habitual. Anyways, it is 12:01. I like to be on time. Who wants to close us in prayer, or do we have somebody?
I'll do it.
Thank you, Regina. You're the best, and absolutely you can add anything you want to Burn.
Okay. I love Burn. I have it every day too. Also, I always took it to the beach with me too, every day, everywhere. Dear Heavenly Father, let's bow our heads. Bless this team. Bless our leadership. Bless all the Susans out there. Bless all the people that we're trying to help each and every day. Let's get this product in everybody's hand. Help us each and every day, Lord, to do better, to think better, to be positive, be consistent, be persistent with this. We have a golden opportunity right in front of us, and we should all take advantage of it. Be trainable, listen to your leaders, help everyone that you can. Have a wonderful and blessed day, each and every one of us. In God's name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Amen.
And the recordings for this will be in Team Unstoppable, usually on Monday mornings or sometime during Monday. So it's going to be YouTube channel Team Unstoppable.
And I know somebody said they don't know anything about loyalty, so we'll cover that next Saturday or do a video on Team Unstoppable Facebook group because we want you to know how to find your loyalty. It's under filter in your shopping cart loyalty, but we will cover that. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys too.
You too.
You guys are amazing.
Thank
Yay,
you.
being on training on
Bye.
Saturday.
Thank
Y'all are the
you.
winners.
Thank you.
God bless you all.